Okay.
Live.
We weren't at first.
Well, we are now. Welcome, everyone and everybody. See on the replay again. What's
remote control?
Oh, okay. We are live.
Are you excited to be live for Married at First Sight?
For Married at First Sight, I want to be excited. I do.
Why aren't you excited?
Because we already know what Married at First Sight gives like every season.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to make predictions. Now it's still week to week like last season. But this season gave me every season gives me a different vibe. But these couples, a few of them, are giving me vibes like, I don't know, like they're a little bit, oh my gosh. I'm just going to say it, like a little desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just
the
me?
Words right out my mouth.
I don't. We'll have to see.
The couples are boring.
Oh goodness, we're already starting that. Hello, Marcus or Marquise. Hi, Sharon. How are you? The couples are boring. I mean, right now they're giving desperate vibes. But I will say, are you gonna wait till more people come in?
Wait for more people to
Okay,
come
we'll
in.
wait for more people to come in. Well, how are you two today? Today, I'm doing good. Are you doing good today?
All right.
It is. It is very warm here. It is 105 degrees, and only to get hotter from here, because I think they said through the weekend we're going to be up to like maxing out at 110, which means I'll be in the house. That's all I got.
You're always in the house.
I'll be in the house. I'm not always in the house. I'll be in the house more, that's for sure. But 110. If you didn't have to be out, you wouldn't either. So, little side note.
That is true.
So who's always in the house then? We know how this works. We know how it works. Put my shirt down.
Hello, Kirby.
Hi, Kirby. How are you? Welcome in. And who else has joined us? Universal Advocate. Hello. The couples are interesting. Okay.
Some of them.
And you too. It was in the 80s here in Ohio. Oh, I wish it was in the 80s here. No, 105 today.
Marquise said Lifetime wasted our time last night, one wedding in 3 hours. They always do that though.
Well, maybe he doesn't remember. But every at least for the last couple seasons, the Married at First Sight, the first show is like 3 hours. The next one probably be 3 hours too, until they get to honeymoon when they drop it down to the 2-hour show. Mm-hmm. I know. We see a lot of backstories with the matchmaking special, stuff like that. I just wish that they put all this energy in the matchmaking specials and continue forward, but they don't. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why. I mean, if you're a regular viewer of the show, I don't think all that's necessary. We just want to see the wedding. They could have did a wedding an hour last night, personally. Did we have to see them dress shopping? Did it matter? Or tech shopping?
We talk about that every time.
I know, but it's still. Nate is a mess.
I mean, they're dressed. I will say we haven't really watched their dress shopping ever since we started filming Married at First Sight for you too, because we always fast forward over it. Mm-hmm. It was kind of interesting.
You thought so?
Kind of.
It's just, like I said, they can just like keep all that in the matchmaking special, and then when they come on for real, start off with at least 3 weddings. There's 5 couples, so it's like we have to go like weeks for weddings. Mm-hmm. That prolongs the season for no reason.
They used to do like 2 weddings and a half.
Well, that was good times. That was good times. Let's see. Nate's a mess. Yeah.
We'll talk about
too many fillers. Always in the beginning, Sharon. There's always fillers in the beginning.
In the end.
I'm side-eyeing Nate, another guy that's 41. Now that's interesting. You know what? This is an older cast. I believe this is the first oldest cast I've seen, because everyone usually averages between like 25 and maybe 35 maximum.
Like older class. Oh, excuse me. Older cast. I'm thinking about school already. Older class. Mm-hmm. It's just he's 41. We haven't seen anyone who is 41.
It is an older cast because, like I said, the average is normally 25 and 30. Jacob was the oldest one that I can remember at 35.
Pull up the telephone. I'm about to pull up the ages.
Okay, you have 27
Morgan,
to 41.
27. Ben is 29.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me go up.
You can do that on your phone.
My phone's right there.
What are you doing on my phone?
Let me see your phone then, because I know they're not that old, except for
you have some 37.
Stasia's 37. That's not that old. We've seen people 37 before.
The age of the cat. Anyways, let's see, Kirby. They need to let the audience pick the. I 1,000% agree. They need to let the audience pick. 1,000% agree. Mostly millennials. Are you saying Universal Advocate mostly millennials on their show previously or on there now? Because like I said, for me,
mostly millennials now, because millennial, if you think about it, Marjorie, it's between my age, which is 26, and 10 years, 36. So between 36 and 26. So it's mostly millennials on the show.
Okay.
You have millennial children.
I know I have millennial children. Thank you, Universal Advocate. I'm just saying, but someone's 37, someone's 41, you have 35. The youngest person on the show is 27, but that's okay though. It's okay to expand. I think so. I think they need to expand the show anyway. So at least, I don't know.
Yeah, 27, 50. 29, 37, 34.
Anyways.
33, 29.
Okay.
32, 41. And the 32-year-olds with the 41.
So you just had to say that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have a few people in. So how do you want to? Did you show my information? Oh, on the thing. On the thing.
Maybe.
No.
Well,
okay.
You tell me who you want to go to first, because it's still new. We need reminders of these people's faces.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up their faces.
All right. So this episode, of course, was 2 weeks before the spouses meet for the weddings. It's 2 weeks before the weddings, and they're telling their friends and family. So that was the backstory of everybody.
Why are you telling me?
I'm just saying for everybody.
You're looking at me while you're saying.
You just happen to be my look-sees. Anyways. So Lindy and Miguel.
All right. Let me find Lindy and Miguel.
All right.
Before you even read off the information about them, based off of what you saw, for Lindy and Miguel. That is not Lindy and Miguel.
No, it's not. That's Binh and
that is Lindy and Miguel.
We don't know their names yet, so we gotta look. Yeah.
How do you feel about Lindy and Miguel?
Oh man, when Lindy was doing her chit chat, let me see what I wrote for her. But one of the main things I wrote. Oh wait, is that her? Let me see. Lindy. Sorry guys, it's gonna take a minute because they're brand new. But let me just see. Let me see if this is the one I wrote. Okay, they say that she's a free spirit and all that stuff, and she rambles on and on. I think two of these women on here, so it would be Lindy for me and Kristen, I think they talk too much. I know it's like old school song on Run DMC, but they're a little bit more of a chattermouth. And just from previous episodes, from my opinion only, Olivia was like that on her season, New Orleans. She was too much chitter chatter in the beginning, and also go back in the day with Katie was like that with a lot of chitter chatter too. And the ladies that have a lot of chitter chatter just keep going. They don't usually last. They don't usually say yes.
But do you like Lindy and Miguel?
I honestly, I'm not making any predictions.
I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you, do you like?
I don't
Lindy
feel the vibe.
Miguel?
Honestly, I don't feel the vibe of that couple. I don't. Do you think Stacia is another Mirla? I do, but I hope she could turn it around though. Stacia is the one.
I know who that is.
Nate acting like his wife's already ready to have a baby. She kept talking about her eggs, and she's ready to have babies. Yeah, they might. They were having a little.
Don't come for Miguel yet. You know what?
They were having a sexy scene for the upcoming episodes in the shower. So clearly, there's going to be a sexual thing they have going on at first.
Let's touch on Lindy and Miguel before we go on, please.
So Lindy,
hold on.
Okay,
you gotta talk about them.
I'm going to. I have my notes.
Not what they are in the scene, but like who they are. I feel like Lindy, because she is the one who came from that church. Right? I don't want to call it a cult because I don't think she labeled it as a cult.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's
yes.
her,
She was more religious.
Free spirit. And then we see Miguel. I believe he said he has a PhD. Correct?
Yes. There's a couple of And
he's very animated. He reminds me of oh my goodness, I cannot think of his name, but he's also from New Orleans. And you guys know who they are, that one quirky couple.
Yeah. We should look
so
for him on.
That
right.
I can't think of his name because I actually kind of like him. And you know what? I like Miguel too. That hat, threw me off. But, all his friends were in costumes. But you got to do something fun every now and then.
That's true. I was trying to figure out why they were in costume. It looked like everybody else was in regular clothes. Maybe they met up somewhere, went to a Comic-Con or something.
No, that's not Comic-Con outfit. Those were a regular bear hat, pirate outfits, and whatnot.
I don't know. Saw some
Bennett,
nurses.
yes.
Bennett, that's
his name.
He reminds you of that? Man.
I don't think your free spirit is going to match with his freeness.
I think he's way more free. Yeah, Amelia and Bennett, thank you all in the chat. I think he's way more free than her. I think he's much more open to different experiences, different genres, different all this stuff. And even though Lindy came from a religious background, her friends say, she's pretty much an open book. She's ready to roll with the punches or whatever. So I don't know.
I don't think she's ready.
But he says he's taking a leap of faith, and she kind of seems like that too. But she, what's her name? Lindy gives me I was raised religious, and now I'm not, in that necessarily anymore. And when she's talking about her one night stand, and oh my God, I did that and stuff like that. I think that she wants to be open. She wants to be married. They all want to be married, but I can tell she wants to be married. But I just don't think that she, like you said, I don't think she's as free of a spirit that he's looking for. I really don't think so. I think she's regimented in her job.
I feel like she'll be.
You think
she wants to pull somebody and be like, "Oh, do this with me," not someone who's already on the deep end. She's like, "Oh, she's still in shallow water."
Yes, he was from the Dungeons and Dragons, and that honestly threw me off. I was like, it's a no for me, but I'm not on the show. So
you gotta live a little. Yeah, 7-day Adventist.
Yeah,
I didn't look it up, but I gotta look it up.
Yeah, next, for the most part, Miguel brings about needs to work on boundaries. I think Lindy needs to work on boundaries too, honestly. I really do.
Well, then they could do it together.
But I still just they gotta meet in the middle with that free spirit. It's gonna work. Hi, thank you so much. This is my hair growing back though, but I appreciate it. Okay, so all right, so
but do you think? I know you don't want to make predictions. I know you're week to week. But at least give me the weddings. Do you think they're gonna have attraction to each other when they see each other at the weddings?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I think everyone, because the people that's on the show for the most part want to be married for their reasons of wanting to be married. So I think they'll have the smile at first, but we've seen some things go downhill at the honeymoon. It's the honeymoon for me that's going to tell the tale for who may or may not make it. But the experts match this couple because of the high emotional intelligence. So she's a physical therapist. He has a doctorate. So if that's what they mean by that, by education, I guess so. But I don't know. Almost all the cast are active. That's true. Does it seem like Miguel may have an issue with women? He made a statement about women in his life always leave. That's true. He did say that. But he said he's ready to take that leap of faith. And he says that people don't understand really the way he feels when it comes to relationships and things like that. His friends seem concerned. Well, his friend Sally is concerned because she's like, no, this is not you. That's not what you do. But maybe, Sharon, maybe his friend, Miguel's friend says he just picked the right woman, he gets used. Right. So Miguel's going to have to work on himself before, I don't know. Honestly, a lot of these couples need more counseling for the comedy show. They were matched, like I said, they said by high emotional intelligence. So maybe he scored somewhere and she scored somewhere versus what they want, what they're looking for, what they need. But I don't know.
Boundaries with women.
I don't, just by first glance of these couples, that couple, Miguel and Lindsay, if I was choosing, which I'm not, I would say no. I would say no. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, well, maybe because Lindsay is a little bit more of a chatterbox, maybe she will set boundaries with Miguel.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll have to see on that one.
Let's move to Alexis and Justin.
Alexis and Justin. I know exactly who that is.
Yeah. Yes. This was very, very interesting. And I
before you go into
called it.
How do you think about them since you now saw them on the show?
What do you mean? Hold on. I was going to say. I was going to read my notes. It's okay to be, I am this, I'm that, feel good about yourself, have very much confidence. I say it every show. I say it all the time. Justin was giving me a lot of things, a lot of TMI that I don't think we really needed to know.
Such as,
women think he's a piece of meat and they want to see how big his meat might really be in person and just all this other stuff. And I don't know. But one thing I will say positive though, I'm trying to say something positive about everybody. He's got a nice smile and he's always smiling. So hopefully that means he's always exuding happiness, stuff like that. We'll see. I don't know. And Alexis, I picked Alexis for my opinion anyways. She just came across strong before I even see that. Most women who have male friends, and she was a semi-pro athlete, she's looking for more of I'm not going to say a stud or a jock, but she's looking for someone with a more manly thing about her. I mean, for him, or really for her. And I don't think she likes that, because she even went on to say that, he's tall, but he's a little bit too tall. I'm thinking, girl,
he's uncomfortably tall.
Yeah, you said you wanted 6'2", 6'3", he's 6'8". I mean, tall is tall. I mean, after 6'2", to me, you got what you got.
Yeah.
Well, what you asked for, pretty much. But what do you think about them?
Justin, I'm not going to say he's cocky. He's just very into himself. He knows what he can produce. And he knows what women is after him for. Right. His tall size. And since he's tall, they think he has a big thing down there. But I'm curious, his relationships haven't lasted. Does he really have a big thing down there? So is he bragging about it? That's what I want to know.
Masculine woman and a feminine man. Yes, good way to put it. It doesn't matter,
because usually when people always brag about stuff, 9 times out of 10 they don't got it. And
even if they do, that don't mean they necessarily know how to use it with you or whatever you're looking for.
How to put that thing down, flip it in reverse.
Can you stop? I'm uncomfortable.
What? That wasn't me.
Coming from you.
You blame Justin.
But anyways.
But how do I feel about, what's her name?
Alexis.
I don't feel no ways about her. She seemed like she's fun and she's open. I mean, we already knew that she weren't going to be.
You got fun from Alexis?
Yeah, I got fun from her.
I absolutely did not get fun from Alexis. I don't see fun. She don't come across as fun. She comes across as like, I do sports. I like sports. Oh, you don't do sports? Well, I'm going out to do sports. She don't come across fun to me. What I didn't get, maybe as the show goes along, we'll get some fun vibes from her. But right now, I don't get fun.
She seems open. We already knew that she wasn't going to be attracted to him. We just everyone had that feeling who was on our live. We had that feeling already. We already established that. And she said that. Does that not mean that they're not going to work? No. But do I think that they will? Maybe.
Well, the Jasmine show says there's some such thing as too tall. But if you're looking for a tall man, she requested a tall man, anything over 6'1", 6'2", she got a tall man. I mean, what was her cutoff? She said over that height.
6'3" was her cutoff.
Well, did she put that down?
Well, I don't know.
Well, anyway.
She wasn't specific.
She got a tall man, so I'm like, you got what you asked for. But at the same time, Universal Advocate, you think you got fun from Alexis too? I didn't see it. Please tell me where the fun came out, because I didn't see it.
She didn't seem like a Debbie Downer. She wasn't a Karen, from a few seasons ago.
She's a tomboy, definitely a tomboy.
She wasn't a Mirla from 2 seasons ago. Who was on there last season? I forgot about them already.
Right, Kimberly Rivers. I agree. He seems unathletic for right now. We haven't seen him in action, but he comes across that way by first impressions. But I will say the red flag for them both, and matter of fact, Justin said that he was used to picking up on red flags. I disagree.
I picked up on Justin's red flag.
Thank you. Because I'm like, you're slapping me with red flags, Justin.
Justin, go ahead before I say anything.
But he's been okay. So the few people have been on the show before have been engaged. He's been engaged before. She's been engaged 3 times. Said no. Excuse me, proposed to 3 times. Said no. So it's your right to say no.
Yeah.
Which means, I heard some people say, I think it was on the matchmaking special, that that shows that she's possibly a woman that a man would want if you've been proposed to 3 times. Okay, but that's something they to me have in common. Like, what is it about your personality? From Justin that the wedding was called out, what did he say, a month before? Yeah. And he said that the woman he was engaged to before wanted it like someone more of a daddy financially, someone like 40, 50 that was more financially stable and set. And he wasn't there yet. And I'm thinking, okay, so if you weren't there yet, why would she accept the engagement if you weren't there yet? Because if you didn't have it, you just didn't have it.
Yeah. I don't know. Justin was giving off when he was doing his little confessional scenes, whatever, desperate to be married. Like, he just seemed like he would have gave anything and everything just to be married.
Yeah.
Like, this is his last and only chance to get married. I'm just like, usually people on the show do that. They don't last long.
But guess what? Alexis, now that's where she came. Like I said, I didn't get soft, so excuse me. But
I thought you did get soft.
Alexis?
No, from Justin.
No, I said I didn't get soft from Alexis, so if I misspoke, excuse me. But Alexis said the same thing. She's been wanting to be married. Wanting. So they both have that in common. And the expert said both of them were looking for a spouse that they can cater to, and they're a strong match. I'm thinking, I don't see the strong match. I just didn't. I mean, honestly, for all the couples that come on, even the ones that look like they're not matched, you always hope for a true success story. I'm not feeling it with this one either, but I'm not giving my opinion. It's just no. Yeah, desperate. That's what I get from that. But
did you catch when Justin was saying yes, girl, to Alexis?
I did catch that. I have it written down later, but we can talk about it now. Not only that, after they got married, like, yes, girl. Everything she was saying, yes, girl. He was like, high five. And she was like, Alexis was like, stop giving me a high five. She goes, I think that's corny. I was like, oh my gosh. She said that to him, not even the confessional. She's already starting off on the wrong foot. And then she's like, why are you 6'8"? I'm like, what you mean? Why is he 6'8"? He's just 6'8" due to his DNA. And then that's when he went on to say how his grandmother was 6'1", and someone in the audience for him that was sitting in a wheelchair. I didn't see the person. Maybe at the reception was like 6'11" or something like that. So he comes from a family of tall men and women. So clearly that's where he gets his height from. But she was saying things to him in person, which I think you should, and not necessarily a confessional, because a lot of people don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. What are you saying, the Jasmine Show? Experts are matching opposites and calling it balance. Yes.
Well, starting off, if she thinks he's corny, it's going to take him a long time to get out of that friend zone for her, because I know when I am around someone and they like me and I think that they're corny, I don't want to date you.
Yeah, but this is different. You're married to, you're still a stranger. So you're like, oh my gosh, I'm with someone who I'm not necessarily attracted to, which she did say in confessional, Alexis. And she thinks he's corny. She don't like his high fives, and like, why are you so unreasonably tall?
And he's awkward too.
Very awkward.
And his brother was talking about how he shouldn't have no one that's awkward because he had awkward girls in the past. Maybe he just attracts awkward girls because he's awkward. Maybe he needs somebody awkward, because Alexis is not awkward. She seems very straightforward and gives that alpha energy.
Right. And you read the comment earlier?
Alpha energy.
Not at all. Where's the comment?
I saw it already.
You did? Okay. Yeah. Definitely alpha energy. Okay. So let's move to Morgan and Binh or Binh. Binh? Yes, he's definitely in the friend zone. Yeah.
How can he work his way out the friend zone is the question. Can he do it?
That's on Alexis.
Well, I know you. No one can do it with you. Once they in the friend zone, they in the friend zone.
That's it. I'm too grown for that. No. If you're a friend, you're a friend. And if you can't handle that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you want to go to Morgan and Binh, a.k.a. Mr. Cheapy?
like his personality.
You can like his personality all you want to.
I'm not
He's
saying that.
cheapy. In the words of Larissa from 90 Day Fiance.
He's frugal. That's what he said. That's what he said. So far, if I was going to choose a couple for now, but is that the one? Okay. They look like they have the most potential. Out of all of them, to me, they look like most potential because she is Morgan. Her background and his background, they're both professionals, and she's looking for a family home life stability, and he's looking for a family home life stability, babies too. But the difference is Ben's friend group, like you said, he's cheap, he cuts coupons.
Which is nothing wrong with him.
He's a mama's boy. So that means, mom comes first. Okay.
I'm waiting to see that wedding right there.
And he goes his backstory about how his parents met at the refugee camp, came over and, made a good life for him and stuff like that. And I just think that they're cute. They look cute for right now, but we'll see how much they're cheap. Because I think so.
I don't think she's going to put up with it.
We'll see. I think
says she wants to travel and do things. He's like, you got to talk about it.
Who was that on the show? Wasn't that Michael from the... Anyway. She, with women, how he acts like she wants to be a UFC fighter. She does. She does want to be a UFC fighter. Mama's boy, big time, I read the sentence. That's true, Jasmine Show. Now true, that might be a problem.
Which one, Cheapy or Mama's boy?
Mama's boy first.
What's wrong with being a mama's boy?
See, you could be a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, whatever, but there's a fine line. It doesn't seem like he's going to separate, I got to talk to my mom first and all this. I don't think he can separate the line of doing that, putting his new wife, stranger wife first, because he's so used to doing what he's doing.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
You're like, she's a stranger. How are you going to put a stranger before your mom?
Is that something that you think I would say personally with your brother?
I know you would.
That's exactly what I would say. Like, how are you gonna put her before me? But I get it though. I get it. But he's used. But if your friends are talking about that when he's sitting around, if your friends are harping on that, like, what you gonna do with this? What you gonna do with that? I mean, you don't even do this. You don't even do that. Like, pretty much, he's efficient when he uses the to wash the clothes and air conditioner. He was like, oh no, not the air conditioner.
Yeah, no AC in San Diego. I mean, we've been to San Diego.
I think it's nice in San Diego.
It has nice weather, but I need air conditioning.
But then Morgan says she's into video games, lifting weights, Muay Thai. Says men think she's too independent. And then a year and a half ago, she was going through something, gained weight, and she got herself back into shape.
But I will say that exercising part is going to go well with Binh because he believes in that too.
Yeah.
So they do have qualities that go together, but
yeah, Binh did say that. That was funny. Let's see. If Binh is another annoying. Oh my God. Another annoying. That's a tongue twister. Another annoying. Oh, mama's boy ain't gonna get he's too cheap. You think Binh is the female version of Noi? Possibly. I don't get that just yet because he's again. This is a show of like, I don't know. They seem a little bit more desperate to be on the show this time to be married, and I also think that he's a little bit more free spirit to me. I saw a little bit of Noi in the beginning, even though they were the front runners, her and Steve. Mm-hmm. You still saw that red flag picked up real fast for me. Yeah. With Noi, way before Noodlegate. So we're gonna see. All right, well, we have our first person on. We're gonna welcome Jasmine from the Jasmine Show.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good. Just decided to hop on for a few minutes because this was foolishness yesterday.
Appreciate it.
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Really good.
Awesome.
We'll be out your way again soon. We'll message you about that. But anyways. So who do you want to talk about? We haven't got to Stacia and Nate yet, or
Nate is problematic. Nate is is giving Elijah Wan. He's giving Chris and Paige. I'm very concerned about him because Stacia seems she's a boss. Like she has her stuff together, so I think she's gonna expect a certain caliber of man.
Yeah.
And Nate is gonna present as that, but he's not gonna back it up.
Good one. Are you saying that from their packages meaning like there's separation from talking, or are you saying that from that plus what we saw at the bachelor party with Nate?
I thought his friend group was odd. That threw me off first. And then his bachelor performance, I didn't appreciate. I thought it was I think that was the most inappropriate one we've seen. Like Elijah one was like having a good time and like dancing with the stripper or whatever.
Yeah.
But he get down on your knees. It was a bit much for me.
I did write inappropriate too in my
It
notes.
was
Very inappropriate.
Yes. I thought that was like beyond crossing the line. And whenever his wife sees that, like it's one thing for you to see the playback of your man having a good time at a bachelor party. Okay, that's normal. We expect men are animals. Sorry. Yeah. It just is what it is. We expect that. We don't expect him to do that specific. It was just a bit too far for me. So
right. You know what I wrote for that too? I wrote the opposite. I said whatever. I know dominatrixes, is that how you say, are normally women. I said he's the male version based on the on your knees. I was like,
yeah. Normally women.
We won't get into that.
But I get what you guys are saying. It was inappropriate to do on camera because that was just like, am I watching Showtime After Dark right now?
Right, exactly. I'm like, can y'all air this? Is this okay?
And like, how was the stripper okay with that? Like, how did she feel after that? Did she want that to happen? Did she?
Because I didn't see them throwing no dollars. So I mean, as a stripper, I don't think.
What did she have in her mouth though? I didn't see. Did she have money in her mouth or?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, the stripper wasn't expecting that. I mean, she's a stripper and she was there to make money, so of course you're never expecting it. But I guess to make $1 or whatever the case. But she didn't have to do it. She chose to do it. But it's just the way that he said and the way he presented himself.
Maybe she was uncomfortable with that, or maybe she wasn't. I don't know.
But did you saw Mitch's face when he said it though?
Yes,
that is what I was like. I wanted to see the other guy's face when he said it. Is what I wanted, because I'm like, if Mitch made that reaction, which Mitch doesn't seem to be like super hypersexual from what we've seen so far. Right. So if Mitch knew that was inappropriate, I feel like the other guy's face was probably similar to that, because he just seems like he's like really cocky and like show offy, but it doesn't seem authentic to me. And I feel like, I feel like Stacia is gonna see that pretty early. But I also saw a clip where they were like making out in the shower, pulling a Woody and Amani. So I'm like, maybe she's with it. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, I know that for me, Stacia, she's financially set, financially stable, has done really well for herself. But she's also giving me vibes of a little insecure about who she is on the outside. You can have all that on the inside as a woman, a strong woman, this and that. But she has always said she's always felt like she's been missing things, because the only thing that she always talked about, like accountability from a man, accountability for this. They think I'm strong. They think I'm this. They think I'm that. But how does she really feel about herself? So to me, that's what you're saying. Like when you like block your blessings, she's already put that wall up about what she feels like a man should be for her. But who is she for a man? Because the only thing you're presenting in what I've seen was what you can do for them financially. You want them to meet you there, but you're not offering anything other than that to me from what I've seen so far. And then the same thing for Nate. Nate's giving me cocky too. He's came a long way. He's pulled himself up from the bootstraps from selling bootleg video stuff like that, and now he went from that to day trading. I would like to know the correlation how he went from selling bootlegs to day trading, because I didn't hear him say he went to school or did nothing like that. We just know he's day trading, he's financially set. So I think that they are pretty well matched financially, but there's something about Nate that I'm not liking, and it's something that you said, Jasmine. There's something, it's come across fake. I hate to say that it is, and I think it's come across a little bit fake, and I don't want to say that because then it makes it seem like she's not a success and entrepreneur, what she is. but I don't get what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not getting a natural vibe, authentic from either one of them.
Yeah, it's a facade is what it seems like.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to be attracted to each other, but also his wedding suit was horrible. horrible. I don't know what he was going for. It was given like samurai or something. I don't know, but it wasn't cute. I did not enjoy that.
Samurai. Yeah, he comes across like that too. Did you put that one up?
This one?
Stacia's gonna have a problem with Nate's female friends.
Yep.
But he said he has those friends because all his family lives out of town. He didn't necessarily say why he was in San Diego.
Yeah.
They're working. I mean, everyone else said what they did.
About Nate? He's telling you what he's telling you.
No, but he went from selling videos.
You're like, who is this man? Is he
bootleg videos outside barbershops?
He moved to another place. That's suspect. Like, we need some more backstory.
Yeah, bootleg barbershops to day trading. Like, what's in the middle here?
I'm just getting what he's getting. I don't want to dive deep into whatever else.
No, but I'm saying everyone else mentioned their job. You don't. Okay,
I'm here to say things be happening in San Diego from what I heard.
Well, things happen everywhere. But anyways, okay. So the other couple is.
Hold on, Kirby said you don't need to go to school to learn how to day trade. U2 University.
That's true.
Free admission.
There it is. Thank you, Kirby. I appreciate it because I was trying to figure out how he did that. But you're right. Oh, Marcus, that is so wishful thinking. You already know. You've been through this many times with us before. Okay, so we did Lindy and Miguel.
Do you have any thoughts on Lindy and Miguel?
Jess?
Lindy, I'm waiting to see what we about to get from her because everybody kept saying she's wild. She gets wild. I'm like, what do we mean by wild? Are we talking Michaela wild? Ooh. That's what I'm expecting because the way they keep saying it, she's like, oh yeah, I need somebody like to bring me down. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, I'm very concerned.
Yeah.
And I think Miguel is just going to go with whatever. I didn't like his suit either.
Alexis and Justin. I'm asking her how she feels since she's on.
So I just, like I said before, I think they're just matching opposites kind of, or finding like, I think they're like marrying people's, what is the word? Like their trauma, like opposite traumas. Mm-hmm. They're trauma bonding people. That's literally what they're doing. They're like, oh, they both didn't have parents growing up, so they'll understand this or whatever. And that's what a trend that I noticed because they did it with what they said, Jasmina and Michael last season.
Yeah.
They said the exact same thing. So
but
I'm
this
like,
season, excuse me, I'm sorry. This season, trauma bonding is like the majority of them have been products of divorce versus product of, loss. So they moved on to a different type of
new trauma. Okay. Trauma for next season.
So Sharon, Nate didn't have friends of colors that I saw, or did I miss?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
On that package.
I thought that was weird.
I don't necessarily think that's weird in San Diego, but you do live in California. But it is different. We'll have to see for the wedding to see who shows up for him at the wedding. I
thought it was weird. His mix of friends just seemed like they hired them for the day or something. They just don't seem like they would hang out all together.
So you just don't trust Nate at all. It's
something about him, and he looks familiar too. It's something about him I don't trust him.
Kind of just feel like he's singer. Yeah, he does. Yeah. And Kirby, yes, I know day traders can make a lot of money. I was just kind of curious to know how his story went there. Hopefully he talks about it because I'm being nosy. I want to know how you went from bootleg to day trading. I'm just saying, that's just me.
Well, he did bootleg when he was younger.
He's still young. We don't know when he stopped bootlegging.
But they still said, I feel like Dr. Pepper still said that Stacia makes a considerable amount more than everybody else. So yeah. I'm like, even if he is a day trader, is the money that he's making gonna match what she's making? Most likely not, from what it sounded like. But I don't know if that's a huge deal to her or not, because she was talking about she has investment properties.
Oh, yeah.
She got some different levels and streams of income coming in. So I'm just hoping that like maybe he'll be like Elijah Wan in a good way and step up. Like, Because like I watched the Where Are They Now, and like he seems to be becoming a better husband and a better man. So maybe that might happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to happen for her to work out with him because her standard is high.
I think a larger one is coming around the corner. We'll see how that works out. I wish them the best. So Kristen and Mitch, what do you think about them?
Kristen and Mitch. Hold on.
Mitch is concerning.
That's the 41-year-old, right?
Yeah. I love how Kristen described exactly her husband is what would be a red flag to her.
Correct.
She was talking to the girl. She was like, yeah, if he's like late 30s. I was like, girl, he's 41. Like, if he's late 30s and never been like committed and this is this. I'm like, she's literally describing her husband. She's going to run. And also the way that his brother was talking about like, oh, he's not going to be able to leave and he's going to have to sit there and work things out. Your brother's 2 years older than you know, like he knows your habits and stuff like that. And they're clearly close. So I'm hoping that he's not going to be like, all right, I don't like this, I'm out. I feel like Kristen might be like that, actually.
I wrote that I have Mitch, he's the oldest on the show. He calls his family members on Zoom. They seem to be happy that he's getting married, except for the brother. The brother's still a little apprehensive about that. When he described himself like being a surfer and then picking up trash, I said, oh, he's an environmentalist. And then they were like, yeah, I'm an environmentalist. And I just want to know, see, there's environmentalists. And if you're in our chat or if you're in the replay, whatever, you know, that's okay. But like he gives me the vibe of he may be a little bit of the stronger environmentalist because he said he's a rebel without a cause, kind of like a fly by the seat of the pants. But at the same time, he said he was a manny to his niece for a year. And I'm like,
so are you trying to say Mitch don't have no job? Is that what you're trying to say here?
She's trying to say he don't got no job?
Right. I don't know if he does or don't. But another red flag for him is when he said he's the type of man where if he's at a cafe and if his cup is not full, he'll cause a scene. I'm like, really? That's what you want us to know, or that's what you want your bride to know?
I thought he was saying like he carries his like reusable bottle and he asked them to fill that up instead of like giving him a new cup and then he'll go off if they won't refill it. I
don't know, but that could be possible. But his brother says that he's concerned about his past relationships and that he has a hard time conforming. I can see that just by the things that he was saying. Now, Kristen, her friends say that she's secure. And are they saying she's secure? Hold on. Yes. Or does she want someone who's secure in what they want? I think she wants someone secure in what they want. But you can't just want someone who's secure in what they want. You also have to be secure in what you want. You know, her friends say that that she will stand by her man regardless. Her friends ask, why are you getting married at first sight? They're like, oh, because she's crazy. That's Kristen. She's just crazy. We've had someone on the show like that before. Like, oh, they're just crazy.
A million.
That didn't work out. Right. That didn't necessarily work out. She wants to have a marriage and a family the way she was raised. She's the oldest of three, but also she comes from a divorced family as well. But I think she's saying that she wants to be raised the way. Oh, she also said that when she turned 18, her parents got divorced. So if it wasn't her, it was another person.
That was Alexis.
Alexis, okay, but it's almost the same thing. You want to be married because you're a product of divorce, which is fine. Because hey, my children are a product of divorce too. But that shouldn't be a reason why you want to come on this show. You want to be able to come on the show to be married, not because you want to outdo what your parents did. Because there's no guarantee that you will. Mm-hmm. But again, being secure in someone else, but not yourself. So what are you offering? Because we know that Mitch is going to offer you, one, his environmentalist ways, which is okay. He's a free spirit. He's a rebel without a cause. And he's giving you, I'm in your face. And she's like, oh, that's going to be okay. No, I don't think so. Because I think then we see the clip going forward that she's the one that asked for divorce. Was that? So I wonder what episode that is. I'm going to say, go ahead and say episode 5 when they come back on the honeymoon. Because I don't think it's going to take long.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if I don't know how I feel about Kristen. I think before like her standards were really low and now her standards are going to be super high.
Uh-huh.
But just because she was about to get engaged and then what did they say? It was like a mistress came up like 2 weeks before the wedding. So then she just went on a destination vacation with everybody since she had already spent her money. That's
Yeah.
genius. I would do that.
Yeah.
But I think that her standard now is going to be way higher, and you got to be a little bit more flexible when you do this married at first sight stuff, and I think that's the biggest issue.
I agree. I really don't see too many flexible people on here this season.
Mitch is definitely not one.
No,
well, that's because you think he's cheap.
I said Mitch.
Oh, Mitch. Binh. Oh, my bad. Okay.
I kind of think Mitch might be a little bit controlling.
I know you say Binh is cheap, but Binh is the finest man on this show. So maybe the looks will outweigh the cheap a little bit.
I don't want a coupon cutter. Shoot, I cut my digital coupons too.
That's fine, but he just don't seem like he's gonna compromise on too many things. Like, I want to go to Benihana's and he want to go to Panda Express.
Not Panda Express.
Some money.
I think the biggest issue with him is like he's gonna be. He's not. I don't think he's gonna like her all the way.
You don't think so?
I think like even the way he was describing like, oh, somebody that's into yoga or something, like he was describing like what I would consider soft fitness.
Okay.
And she's like badass, like samurai descendant.
Yeah.
So I think that did you see her friend? Her friend was like, yeah, we did like kickboxing together. Her tooth was chipped.
Yeah, someone said in the comments too. Yeah.
I'm like, Binh better not say the wrong thing because she gonna chip his tooth too.
Yeah. This.
Well, you do want someone independent if she's independent.
She might be too independent.
Oh, that's true. Somebody said no air conditioning.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, when he said that, that's next level cheap. I'm not here for that. No AC and no heat.
Well, maybe it's like he has his AC. When you live somewhere hot like us, we live somewhere hot. Now, our power company suggests.
I can see him putting the AC on 80. I would die.
Look, ours is on right now, but they suggest like during the day when you're away, put it up on 78. So maybe he just keeps it on like a high level so it doesn't kick on.
That's not what he said though.
I'm just trying to say.
He only wash clothes. He don't wash clothes during the peak hours. He washes after that. And he said he does not use AC or heat. Now he lives in San Diego, so I could see you maybe managing with that.
Yeah.
Until there's a super hot day, but he adamantly said he does not use AC or heat. I'm out.
I get that part. Okay, so but you know what? Like I said, I'm with Binh on two things. I don't mind a coupon. I like a good coupon, and I also wash clothes not during peak hours. But that's the way I was raised. I just wash clothes during a certain time of day. That's just the way it is, and that's just the way it is. But the AC, we have to have AC. We have to have heat. So I don't know.
I think Miguel is the finest one. I like Miguel.
I think Miguel is too nerdy.
Well, he said he was nerdy, and I just can't see a grown man, 37, meeting your friends in a coffee shop in an outfit. What was his outfit?
That's what some people
was like a bear or something. For me, it's the horrible poems. For me, like I would be like, that's so corny.
It was because I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, I was trying to understand it.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't understand it.
So you wonder how the new experts are going to do? That's the thing right there. That's what I'm waiting for. The first episode with the experts, but I don't know when they're going to come in.
Hopefully during the honeymoons. Wishful thinking.
Are they really experts?
Well, Dr. Pepper has a doctorate, so that makes her expert in her field.
No, I'm saying Dr. Pepper and Pastor Kyle are the experts, but the other two people they got.
Honestly, I still didn't research the other lady. She may have look at her. She may have a doctor.
Like she had like a news segment or something where she did like relationship stuff or something like that.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Dr. Pia Holek. So she's an expert in some field. I don't know what. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just curious, but since they're new,
You just want to see how they're gonna do.
I want to see how they're gonna do. Like
What-
when they're gonna come
What
in.
new things are they gonna implement? Are they really gonna hold the couples accountable, or are they gonna let some of them go and give heat to others?
That's the whole point of bringing in new people. We all know that Devin, however you say his name. Well, I guess he'll tell us when he comes on the show for real. I don't consider him an expert in anything. Now, if he has certain areas of expertise in his life, because I don't follow him like that. I don't follow him like that.
Well, I'm letting you know. He's like a pastor cow.
I think they're just trying to bring in a younger talent is what it is. So he's a younger Pastor Cal, but he also just got a divorce. So I'm just not saying, I mean, divorces happen, but I'm just like, I don't understand why that makes him the expert.
Well, they said that while the show was taping, I think the show taped in like March of this year. I think it did, March 2022. That he was going through or was being finalized then, his divorce or whatever. But I mean, just because you were getting a divorce, that doesn't mean you don't know what you're talking about that you trained in. I just think that it's going to come across a certain way for those who follow social media and how things played out on social media. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where maybe the backlash will come in and see like, you're saying this now, but didn't work out for you. You know what I mean? Right. So it's going to be a double-edged sword kind of thing. So I think that's going to make this season more interesting to see how he's going to reply to these people and their challenges that's going to come up. So, and I would like to see all the experts come on one episode together at first to meet all the couples, and then
why are you trying to create new storylines for the experts?
She's trying to make this season be longer than 4 months.
No, because they do that all by themselves with this 3-hour non-wedding episode.
Who put you on production?
No, I'm saying if we could meet them all at the same time so that the couples will know what the agenda is, like who's bringing what to the table, because they just pop up magically, it seems like, as the show goes along. It's like, oh, okay, so what are they going to tell them? You know, like as Dr. Viviana went along, we knew that she was going to do something like sexual, like tantric yoga. That got to me, sorry, Dr. Viviana, you're watching or whatever, that got boring to me. Like, let us know what it is you're going to bring, like bring something different like every season. So if they all sat down with everybody instead of waiting until there's maybe a problem or waiting until something jumps off, you know, so we know what to expect from the experts, at least the couples to expect from the experts.
Yeah. And
then we'll know as watchers to know, you know, okay, are the experts really doing their job? Because we've all said, or the majority of us who, review the show, that we didn't necessarily think that the experts were doing what they should have been doing early enough. So maybe they'll change that this season with bringing in new people. That's just me. So let's see. What'd you say? Yeah. Pastor Cal's on a second marriage?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know that.
All right. Before
he talks about it though, like in his book, he talks about it. So
you read his book?
This is not a surprise to us, but he's been married for some time on the second marriage, and he talks about the mistakes from the first marriage. But Devon Franklin hasn't had time to tell us about the mistakes from the first marriage. Right. That's my issue.
Right. Argo's making guest appearances like they're auditioning for that spot for next season. Really? That's interesting.
I mean, because we haven't seen them, on the premiere episode. So that's maybe they are doing like little pop-ins, like, oh, hey, we're going to do this.
Well, that's even worse. I don't like that either. We want to know what you're bringing. See, when you're new, you need to be like a show 2 or 3 or 4, so we know what it is that you're about. Not like pop up like, because I'm gonna think that you just made that up. So what were you gonna say?
Well, before we sign off, because I think we pretty much talked about everything.
Yeah, there wasn't really nothing to really talk about. Not till the honeymoon, as we know.
The honeymoon.
Yes.
I want to get from everyone, including Jasmine. Do you think the couples are going to stay together? We have to do it.
No.
So let's start with Alexis and Justin.
No. Wait. I said week to week, so I already made a decision.
This is a maybe, no maybe.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He could grow on her. He seems like the type of guy that could grow on you.
Are you all reviewing the show?
We are. We just we're actually recovering from COVID currently, so we a little, the energy just be low after all these hours of TV.
You're not missing anything till the honeymoon takes place.
All right. What about Morgan and Binh? Yes or no?
I'm
I'm
saying
You said no?
60% yes.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go for no.
Ooh.
You know what? I did say week to week. I'm still going to be week to week, but I'm going to give my, since you're asking,
Just for today.
but I'm still going to be week to week because I can't trust the people on the show. I even say it on your channel too. This is a couple to me with the most potential, Morgan and Binh. Everyone else, I don't see the potential, but I hope I'm wrong.
Wonder what couple's gonna bore us to death? All of them, eventually.
Okay.
What about Stacia and Nate? Yes or no? I'm gonna go for no.
I'm going to go for, again, week to week. But I think it's going to be one of those couples that could possibly break up, but we'll say yes on decision day. They give me that, I'm going to say yes on decision day vibe.
I think that's a fair.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lindy or Lindsay?
Oh, they look good in this picture.
That's a nice picture.
I like them
They look really good in that picture.
I'm going to go for
yes.
Okay. She has to get through his quirkiness and her chit chat's gonna have to dial it back. So we'll see. It's a maybe for me.
Kristen and Mitch.
This is a no for me. Firm.
The body language is off.
But but then again, there's been a few couples like, I don't like that. But she already gave her what she didn't like already. Like already you said that.
And this is what was about me.
This is your man. She has a lot to overcome if she wants to make it work. I think he could be a little flexible because just for the fact that he said that he was a Manny to his niece that he watched for a year, but that's his niece. So that means he has a softer side. She has to like find that balance somewhere. She's giving me not as extreme as Lindsay, but she's giving me like Lindsay values when it comes to what she don't like in her man. Remember how like Mark, she didn't like what he ate, this, and that. She gave those same cues with the man she's describing. So
yeah.
So what do you think?
I agree.
Okay.
I feel like he needs someone who's also an activist. Two activist people together. If she's not on the same activism as he is, it's not going to work.
But her friends think she's crazy. She's quirky. She's crazy. Like I said, I didn't get that. I didn't see it. Forgive me, I didn't see it.
Get away to the wedding.
Her friend said that. I'm trying to figure out like where I'm pointing to the TV, sorry. I'm trying to figure out where in the description of sitting down talking with your friends that they were like, oh my God. Like if you're naturally that way, it should exude on TV. Your personality comes out regardless, especially for the show. You were picked for a reason. So I want to see what made them pick you.
We got to wait to see.
Because, for Mitch, they had two Kristens, and they were like, it's between Kristen with the I and Kristen with the Y. And I thought they were the same person the whole time. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It maybe was supposed to be Kristen with the I.
We'll see. What couple's going to bore us to death this season?
All right, like I said, all of them. I just hope, my hope for this season is it's not too long and drawn out and boring. Because that makes it very hard to sit down and watch for 2 hours.
And record.
You just rather pop on the live.
You agree? It's hard to record when it's not as interesting because you have to come up with things to say to, make it appealing. Sorry, everyone in chat. Jasmine's show knows this.
I mean, but everyone knows that. Everyone who's been here for a long time knows that.
But if you don't do this behind the scenes, or like you really come up with a way to like make things interesting when it's not really giving, So honestly, the divorce for the majority of the couples, I don't know, is giving unnecessary drama with everybody. It's going to be some form of drama as the show goes on. Just by the scene. I think so.
I feel like what happens if Alexis and Justin pull this one off? Because I can actually see it a little bit. Like I said, he need to stop doing the friend zone high fives and yes, girl. Like, no, don't do that. But I can see it if he can like maybe put some more muscle on. Maybe, I don't know. I can't see it physically, but I can see where they would get along well.
I don't see that yet. I would like to see it. I don't see it yet. But before we let everyone go, let's touch on Justin's brother Ronell and how he came across and how he was just so negative in the beginning, like, you know, you don't know, pretty much you don't know what you're doing, this and that. And Justin was checking him like, I'm 30 something years old, you have to tell me what to do. So I think this is based off of the relationships that Justin has had in the past. And that they weren't really talking after a certain point. And his brother, I was surprised to see him at the wedding because he wasn't in there with the groomsmen after that. I'm like, oh, wow, they really fell out. And he's like going to do this solo, you know, but he came to the wedding with his mom and was crying like, oh, yeah, I can see you've grown now. Again, I don't necessarily believe the brother. I don't believe he's sincere about wanting his brother to. I think he wants him to, yes, be happy, but I don't believe what he said about seeing him grow. Because what happened, again, between the bachelor party and when he told you he was getting married, it's still the same, it's in the same week. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not saying his brother is like hating on him because I don't think that. I just think there's other issues within the family dynamic that's not being talked about. And I think that's going to come out just like it did with Michael from last season, not the first Michael.
Yeah, you know what? I got that same inkling. I was like, there's something more to this story. There's a reason. Like, and Vince was asking, why did his brother raise him while he was a teenager? Like, if his mom was present, what? There's something there that we're missing.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're gonna get to it because his brother, like everything he was saying, I thought was super negative. And I'm generally a realist, so I'm like, oh no, what he's saying is actually factual, but. I felt like he was being extra negative, and everything was a comparison to his ex. But his ex hasn't been for what, 5 years? Why is the brother comparing everything to your ex from 5 years ago?
Yeah, that
was weird.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see that dynamic with Michael and Jasmina. Something's going to come out with that. It has to. There's something underlying all that. It just is. If you got it, I got it.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. Just wait. You'll see.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Marcus says, what couple will carry this season? It's up in the air right now. It's too soon to tell.
I think your boy Nate.
Nate.
Nate. I agree with that. He's going to be the drama for the season.
Because since you want to know his business, what he really be doing behind the scenes.
I was going to say,
he sounds like the FBI.
Okay. I'm a mom. I think it's Binh and whatever the lady's name is. Hey, Devon, you know, right when we're about to get off, but we'll give you about 10 minutes.
Hey, I seen. I was like, I was supposed to be doing. So I said, okay.
That's all right. How you doing?
Good. How you doing? What's going on?
How you doing? How's it going?
Good.
His brother act like his daddy.
Yes, that's true.
Man. Oh, y'all talking about the tall dude?
Yes.
Tree?
Yeah, Tree.
Oh, that boy brother was boo-hooing.
What do you think about Alexis and Justin? That's their names.
I think she thought he was ugly. I ain't gonna lie.
We said we don't think she was attracted to him.
He's different looking.
Nah, he was tall, but he was like African looking. You know what I mean? Like she came down. Oh, they got the tall right.
You're supposed to say ethnic.
Right. Why is that what you just said?
What? Oh, I mean, he's black. They know what I'm saying. Ethnic.
Yeah. No, he looked like he was from Alabama. That's what I was thinking. When he said, I'm from Alabama, I was like,
he was like Mobile.
Yeah, he looked like a country boy to me.
I mean, I thought they personalities matched. They seem like it'll be fine. I mean, other than that, I knew she was gonna say something about the high five. And that last time he wanted to high five her so bad, he just clapped his hands.
But did you see chemistry with them? Like you saw some quirkiness? Because clearly I'm the only one that didn't see any quirkiness with Alexis. Because I didn't see any.
I don't know if I saw the chemistry.
Fun, like quirky.
Fun friendship chemistry. I ain't seen nothing like that's gonna lead to like sex. Not the first. That would shock me if that go down the first night or period. I don't know.
It's not happening on the first night. Mm-mm.
I don't get fun. I
feel like their families a mess though. I mean,
their families. No.
Maybe I don't know. I don't trust her. You've been asked to be married 3 times. It's red flag. What's wrong with you? 3 people ain't 3 suitors. Nobody fit the bill. Nah, bro.
That's true.
That's a valid point too, and I didn't even think about that. But I was like, when she kept saying, "Yeah, I've been proposed to 3 times," I'm like actually like with a ring, or like y'all just talked about it? Because like,
Well,
I
to me,
just-
I want to
if
know
you're engagement,
what
that
happened.
means with a ring. Because talking about it, just talking about it.
Propose.
I mean, like, you had a whole proposal set up. You got down on one knee and asked me to marry you 3 times, 3 different dudes. I find that hard to believe. I don't know anybody that's been literally proposed to 3 times.
Unless
Not
you got
like,
proposed to
you know
that
how
last
you be in the
3
bed
different
cuddling and they
inmates.
talking and like, yo, how would you feel about getting married someday? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference.
Devontae, The Inmates is a different show, and we will be back for Love After Lockup at the end of the month.
Are y'all doing Love After Lockup?
Yeah, we did it before, and then we stopped for a little while. And then another YouTuber named Sass Scales does it, and she just did an interview with Deontay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out because I can't get Vince to watch it. He will not bite, but I love that show. It's so entertaining.
That's the most realist. You talk about reality show. That's
yes.
reality. I love that show. Yeah, we'll be doing that too. Okay, so Devontae, what do you think about Binh and I gotta bring it back up again. You need a picture to see what we're talking about? Or
no, I know. That's the one who looked like Johnny. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does look like Johnny.
I like how he spelled Ben though. That's kind of live. I like that. But
it's very Vietnamese.
Yeah. See, I wanted to say he looked like Johnny because I ain't want to just go out and be ghetto, be like the Chinese dude, because I knew I was gonna be wrong.
It's
okay. Vietnamese. Yep. Yeah. I like him. I don't know. He was killing me. He sound like he gonna get on your nerve. Oh, I'm frugal and I don't use the AC. Jesus Christ. What? You better use this. Your little. You not using the AC is not gonna save the earth, bro. If you don't turn the AC on, turn the AC on. And you don't go out to dinners. Like, what we gonna do? We gonna be doing a bunch of free stuff with. Like, are you about to? Don't tell me you about to come up and you about to be the coupon guy. No, not attractive.
Groupon. That's what's wrong with that.
Groupon, yes, but he was cutting no coupons
yes.
in the bed. He was cutting no coupons.
Those were store coupons, but I still think he would probably do groupons too. I actually like that couple. I do. I think they're interesting.
Who is this girl again?
Morgan, she's a kickboxer and chipped her friends too.
I don't know. I mean,
we'll get the picture.
I'm just trying to figure out what is going on with Married at First Sight and these dog lovers. I feel like, why don't they just call this Married at First Sight with a dog? Because at this point, these people keep on, oh, you got to accept my dog. Like, man, come on, man.
I don't know. That's part of the process. All right, what do you think about Kristen and Mitch? You know who that is? Mitch is the oldest guy.
Kristen.
The 41-year-old on the show. Environmentalist.
They giving me Beth and Jamie vibes 2.0. Because he kind of like, he gonna be the Beth of their relationship. He gonna be saying some wild stuff. And she just gonna be like turning red, like, oh my God, he just said that. But I don't know, it may work. But I mean, he 40 and he ain't really never committed to nothing. So, I mean, is he doing this because like his time running out, or he really this is like his last ditch effort? You know what I mean? Because it don't seem like he never really wanted to lock down with nobody, and I guess he's somewhat of a playboy a little bit. But I mean.
I don't get playboy. Yeah. He's too much of doing his own thing where he don't really care. He's not in it. They said he's not in it long enough.
He just seemed like he gonna be an a-hole though. Like, you know, like with the environment and all that. It's not sounding good. But I mean, you know, it's the first episode, so I'm gonna give him a pass, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, everybody can make it.
No, maybe. What about Lindy and Miguel? You know who that is, or you need a picture?
Lindy and Miguel, I know him. Miguel's a little. He kind of looks short compared to all the other men.
You think so? No, Mitch. Miguel's the one that came in the coffee shop with the costume on.
The Dungeons and Dragons
Oh,
guy.
We'll show you. Hold on.
I might have missed. See, I might have missed that. I know who he looked like. The dark haired dude.
Yeah.
That picture is so
I
cute. It looks so good.
I kind of missed that part though.
Hold on. They were in the very beginning.
Oh, what's his girl name? Is that Lindsay or Lenny?
Lindy.
What was her name?
Lindy.
Yeah, that's the one that the black girl don't like.
Mm-hmm.
She kept on making that clear that she don't like her.
Oh, why did she say that? That's what I wasn't understanding. I did peep that, but I haven't thought about it until you just brought it up.
I don't know. I think because she was the life of the party.
She said like, I don't see nothing in common besides we're getting married at first sight, but you don't have to see anything in common with everybody that you meet. Like,
right.
It kind of makes sense why. It kind of makes sense why all her friends is guys. She kind of like
catty,
too rough. Yeah, catty, but she too rough. Like she got like tough guy humor. Like you gotta have some tough skin with her. She the type that'll rub you the wrong way and be like, well, she probably apologized like, well, I'm sorry that you took it that way.
Yeah.
One of them.
One of those.
One of them.
So what do you think about Stacia and Nate? That's
I might need to see a picture of that.
Okay, we'll put a picture up.
I can't wait to hear this.
Oh nah. They kind of look like cousins. No. I don't know. She gonna be a problem, and I don't know. He kind of weird, but they might. I don't know.
You think so? That's the one. If you saw the previews,
she like thugs though. She like thugs. He ain't nothing thug about him. So it's just like, is she one of them women that she done dated all the thugs and now she just want her a decent guy, and then she gonna find a reason why the decent guy is boring? Because that's what I feel like. Oh, he's quirky and boring. Oh, I want somebody to run some red lights. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but they have such sexual chemistry. If you saw the previews coming, they're in the shower, so they have a sexual chemistry at least to start. Did you see the previews?
Oh, yeah, she like bad boys. You gonna have to do something. If you ain't gonna be dangerous, you better at least be dangerous in them four walls.
Okay. So what do you think about the bachelor party with Nate, with the cousin, the stripper?
I mean, I thought it was cool. I mean, that wasn't no. Them strip parties be whack. Boo. This your last day.
Comments. Do you agree with Nate's comments? I know you're a man, but did you agree with his comments? Did you hear what he said?
What was his comment?
Jasmine, would you like to say?
He told her, he was like, yeah, baby, get comfortable or whatever. And like, she was on his lap dancing, whatever. And then he told her, turn around, get on your knees. And like, he gave her a drink, like in between his legs. And Mitch was like, like, I thought it was OD. I was like, that's a bit much.
Okay, yeah, was he drunk?
I don't know if he was drunk, but that don't matter because when your wife watches it back, it's a problem.
I mean, yeah, but see, this the problem with the bachelorette parties on this show. Your wife watching it back. In real life, what happens at this bachelor party stays at this bachelor. But your boys wouldn't let you. I'll probably let my boy do something like that. I'm like, boy, you well, but don't let your wife, we can't never get
that though. At least you saying that. Like, yeah, we having a good time, but that's a little wild. But yeah, like, everybody's like, they just met him. They don't know him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a first impression. Like, wow, he's out there. Like,
so did you see the scene where Justin and his brother had got into it? His brother Donnell, how they was arguing at the party.
What was they arguing about? That he did? I don't think I seen them arguing, but I know that the brother was just basically was like didn't really think he was serious about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So was that basically it? He just wanted him to take it serious?
Take it serious, and he was still saying like you're not ready, even though he was engaged 5 years ago. And he still thinking he's not ready for being engaged 5 years ago. And Justin was saying, well, I'm grown now. How are you going to tell me? Whatever. And the brother was trying to pull rank, like, well, you know, I'm the older brother, I know what's best for you, stuff like that. So it didn't really work out. And then when it was time for them to get married, the Donnell, his brother, wasn't in the room with the groomsmen, but we did see him later with their mom get ready to walk down the aisle, and that's where he kind of apologized. So, you know, saying I can see the growth.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be some type of an attachment issue. Like he probably used to Justin being there, like he can call him on anything. Like, hey, I need this done. I'm gonna call Justin. But now he got a wife. He gonna be like, dang, I'm gonna have to actually either find somebody else to do it, or I'm gonna have to do it by myself. I think he like more scared that he gonna lose his brother. Like, you know, some people be weird like that, especially if your brother been a single brother for 5 years. You know, he used to him tagging along. So now all of a sudden, like, this dude got a wife. So,
I mean, he got 2 older boys. The boys look like they're about 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's not like he's lonely. And if you really are happy for your brother,
I'm letting my brother go. I'm like, goodbye. He can
why you gonna do your brother like that?
Right. Wait till we stop filming. No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I just think, I don't know if you saw the show before you came on. Me and Jasmine were talking about, we think there's more to the story than that, because it can't just be for something that he was engaged 5 years ago and you just don't think he's ready. To me, 5 years have moved on. You would think he's more ready now versus then. And then within that week time that they got, you know, married, talk about, oh, I've seen the growth. So there's something missing. And we're saying that it reminds us of like the Michael and Jasmina season. Like there's more trauma underneath there somewhere that we may see it play out as the season goes along, because it's just so much unanswered with that. Like it's very, very, very awkward when it comes to that family dynamic. I think so. So we're really going to see at the reception. You know how sometimes people talk and mess at the reception? Mm-hmm. We definitely going to see that. So.
I'm trying to figure out what bridesmaid put that the one girl like making vagina molds. I was like,
Alexis. Oh, who said that? Oh,
I was like, now who put that? And if you want to know about
that wasn't cool. I didn't think that was a cool comment at all.
They let you know that
his mama was in the crowd, like.
No, right? She's at the pottery bar,
mold
or whatever, making. Yeah, I was like, what? No, I wouldn't have did that either. But
so, do you think like his high fiving? Like, would you get tired of that? Like, would that be a turn off for y'all? Like, if your bed like start high five you after everything, like a nice joke or whatever moment, or would that get annoying? Or like, what y'all think?
Maybe as time went on, it might be annoying, but you just met him. You just kind of like, hey. I didn't see anything wrong with that, but I think the issue was she wants a manly man, and he's not presenting a man to me, a manly man. You know, because like in the comments, and people are saying like, he was saying like, hey girl, or yeah girl, you know, high five and stuff like that, and she was like, mm-mm.
But that's them country. That's how they be in the country, though.
Listen, our family's from the South. They're from Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. I have yet to meet a family member, male, that did that.
I mean, but yeah, he from Mobile. He ain't been in Mobile in forever. So I mean,
well, he
just don't act like that no more.
It was giving like my gay bestie vibes, is what it was giving. And that's not what you want with your husband.
I didn't want to say that. Yeah. Exactly what I said off camera. That's exactly what it gives me. Yeah. It just does. It just does. So. Hopefully
that's not what you want from your husband. You want your husband to yoke you
light skin.
No.
And I was saying off camera too, like if you know, whatever it is, it's okay, but just let your wife know. That's all I gotta say. Because it does present that way.
Or maybe he's just trying to appeal to her.
No, because he was like that through the whole pathway before he even met her. It just came across.
I feel like he's just trying to mold to whatever she's with. Like he's gassing her, like to be cool with her, but that's not, as a husband, your job is not to be like cool, it's to be like be a partner. And I think that she's gonna want somebody that's gonna be a little bit more assertive, and maybe he is, we just haven't seen that. But from what I've seen so far, it's like he's the tip, like he's would typically be considered the feminine and she would be the masculine, and that's not necessarily what a woman that's more dominant wants.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from firsthand. So
So instead of him saying, "Yeah, girl," she wanted, yeah, all right.
yeah.
She wanted that. Okay,
Bring
I
that
get
down
it.
an
I get it.
octave. Right. There you
Okay,
go.
right. Now, if you do that on some playful stuff, like, girl, you still on one time,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But again, 3 hours for one wedding. Like I said, they could have kept other stuff in this matchmaking.
I know that one suit, the dude with the braids. That I was like, what in the samurai jack? What is going on?
That's what Jasmine was saying earlier. Yeah.
I was like, why everybody? But I ain't gonna lie, Justin was the funniest at his little when he was trying on those suits and he was walking out every time. I was like, why he keep doing that with his leg?
He can't help it.
I like him though. I think he's gonna be funny. Yeah, I thought he was tall, but then I was like, is he like tall? Because I got a friend that's 6'8", so I was like, okay, he look dumb tall. Okay,
he tall. I hope he's funny.
But
I hope we get a good season. I hope, of course, there's gonna be drama because we've seen it, but I just don't want the same old drama, the same old. You know, like mix it up. That's what I want. And
I just hope these people got regular problems. Like regular problem. Like your mom, you ain't grow up with your daddy or something. Not every girl I've been with since the 12th grade cheated on me and I don't know why. Like we don't need no trauma. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm so tired of this. Like where y'all be finding these people?
Yeah.
But I don't understand how these people be. You can't tell me all this bad stuff and they be like, I'm ready for marriage. Yeah, somebody stumped on my heart 35 times, but I'm ready to get stumped on again. No.
Because they're all desperate. That's the majority of them.
Is coming across the desperate season. I was really hoping, the Jasmine show on the West Coast. We're on the West Coast. I'm still hoping for them to give us something to show, like, they can come back to the West Coast, because right now it don't seem like they want to. Because it's not giving.
I'm surprised that I thought San Diego had a better dating pool. I'm like, this is the best that y'all got in San Diego?
Yeah.
All right, this pool is like weird. I was like, they don't look like they from San Diego.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think most of them aren't from San Diego is what I was grasping. Quite a few of them were from other places.
Yeah.
They couldn't get nobody that was military. That's what I was understanding. I'm like, San Diego is a huge military place.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, that would have been maybe a good option. I don't know what they know about.
Yeah, we'll see. I just don't want to be disappointed.
We're gonna wait.
I don't know. Hopefully the experts are gonna be involved for this time. Let's see, because I just feel like they keep getting less and less involved, and they wait until the ship is already sank. Like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
If something go left on the plane, you need to be on the next flight.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I think
you're not sleeping in the room with your husband.
Right. I think this season is gonna get a little higher watch time because of Devon and the new doctor, just to see what they're bringing. I think it's going to bring new watch time. But I think as the show goes on, if they're not bringing it, I don't think it's still going to stay high. I think it's going to start off with a bang, and then see how they respond. Because like we were saying for Devontae, we want to see how Devon is going to give his review to what's happening, because he was going through something while they were doing the season. So we'll see. What are you gonna say?
What did Justin do for a living? Because that ring was nice.
Justin? Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot to talk about that. This is the first season I've seen them even pick out their own rings. They never did that before.
That's the same. It's the same like company that they had. Remember when they kept last season when what's his name? What's the tall Asian guy? Steve, yeah, when Steve was picking out the ring for Noi, it's the exact same website. They kept saying it over and over. JamesAllen.com. They kept saying it over and over.
Together?
Yeah.
I heard they're working on things. So
they're not living together last I seen, but they still together.
That's because Steve's soft, because that would have never happened.
Who'd you ask about? Who do? Justin? Let me see.
Justin.
Dr. Pepper lives.
Because that ring was nice. Well, I guess the TV by the ring, the show by the ring.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I said the show by the ring.
They can buy the ring. Sponsorship.
I think so. I think they provide everything.
Sponsorship.
Them rings ain't never been that nice. This money must be rolling in because they used to have them girls just had them little diamonds. She got a big one.
Not even a diamond. They had bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some. He got a band in that. Unless he just put his own. Hopefully he don't regret giving it to her.
We gonna find out real soon. I hope.
So, Mom, who you got? Who you don't like? I ain't get to hear who you didn't like or like.
Is week to week, but put the pictures up real quick because I don't know all the names yet.
All right, Alexis and Justin,
No.
Morgan and Binh.
I think they'll say yes on decision day.
Stacia and Nate. Dog.
I think they'll say yes on decision day. No.
Miguel. I didn't get to catch your names.
And
Kristen and Mitch.
no. But if anyone has a chance for right now, of course, always room for Black love. Always, always, always. I'm going to try to make it a point to say something positive if I can for every episode, because I know in the past I've been like on mom mode. It's hard to come out of mom mode, but I call, like I said, I'm going to try to say something positive every review. But Binh and Morgan, I really want to see how their storyline plays out because, like I said, since he's so cheap and he don't have no air on this and that, I just want to know if you come from doing for yourself and she's a physical therapist, she's something. They all have pretty decent careers. I'm not sure what Justin does, but they all seem like they do something that's financially.
Justin is he does digital marketing.
Okay. So they all have
Morgan is the nurse.
Like some money.
Yeah, so they all have, seem like they're doing well for themselves in their career or whatever. But because even Binh has 2 degrees. He's got 2 masters, he said.
So he's an engineer.
Yeah, so for him to go from being this to this and her like having like, I'm used to doing whatever, that's going to be a hard thing for her to swallow. So I'm interested to see how that works out. Like if he'll open up to, go to a Panda Express, not a
Ain't nobody going to no Panda Express.
He's not going to Benihana's right away. So that's why I said Panda Express, So, or Red Lobster, he got started at the Red Lobster.
I keep not go to the Red Lobster.
Well,
so Millennial, do you agree with Mom's list, or you still up in the air or whatever?
Oh, before she started, I'm cutting you off. Before she started, she's like, I'm gonna say yes to everybody.
That was months ago.
Give your list, and then we're gonna get out here. Let me ask you yours.
Hold on, I gotta go back to Alexis and Justin. No, Morgan and Binh, maybe. Stacia and Nate. I don't need the pictures.
Well, okay.
Stacia and Nate. Question mark. Miguel and Lindy, yes. And Mitch and Kristen, no. Because everything that Kristen said was on a red flag list is who Mitch is. So that's a no.
What about you, Devontae? You need the pictures?
Yes.
Because you're still new. All right.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Morgan and Binh.
No. They're gonna be a yes. They're gonna be a yes.
Okay.
Stacia and Nate Dogg.
No, don't do Nate Dogg like that.
Maybe. I don't know. That's the eyes. She seemed a little. Some crazy eyes. I'm gonna say maybe to them because I didn't really pay attention. I think because I started the episode at 8:20, so I probably missed them.
Okay.
And Kristen and Mitch.
No, because she said she don't want no 40-year-old playboy or whatever she described Mitch though, so that's
exactly
wow.
And
Jasmine, you want to give yours one more time before we get off?
Ooh, I got lots of maybes.
You want the pictures? You want the pictures?
Maybe.
We'll put them up.
All right, Alexis and Justin.
I'm team Black love, so I'm saying maybe somehow if Karen and Miles stay together, they will stay together. I'm saying yes to them.
Okay.
Morgan and Binh.
They look so happy in this picture. I gotta say yes.
They do look happy in that picture. Looks natural.
I feel like these two might be just as vain for each other, and they might say they're a maybe for me, but they might say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying yes to this one.
Okay.
And I'm saying no to them. That's not gonna happen.
No, watch they be. Well, I don't know. No, I won't say watch
they be cool, and we be like, what?
Right? Like, huh? Right. There's always that.
Y'all think old girl gonna get into it with the girl, the Justice wife? Do you think she gonna get into it with the girl that she don't like? Really?
I don't think she has any reason to. I don't think she has any reason to. It's not like who was it? Alyssa and whoever, Katina, Lindsay and Katina. Like it wasn't like that. It was just she was basically saying Lindy was weird, which she's different, obviously, but I don't see why they would get into it.
No, and I think that she had enough manners to be like, oh, okay, yeah, but then I'm not gonna say it's two-faced, but on confessional when she was asked, like, no, kind of, she wasn't trying to say, but she said same time. So I think she'll still speak. So I think that if they do get into it, it would have to be something that would have to actually have happened for real, not like an Alyssa made up something, Okay. So, but we're gonna let you all go. Thanks to everyone for joining us on the live and the replay, and for our panel. Thank you so much.
Thanks for hopping on.
There is a video coming up of my cancer journey. I'm filming it in a minute, so it'll be out soon. So you'll see what's going on. It's part 5, and we'll see you all next week. And are you all interested in that? What's that show? 5 singles and a lady, or what's that called?
It comes out next week, right?
Five girls and a guy.
I'll probably take a look at it. I don't know.
5 guys and a girl.
Are you interested in that, Devontae? And chat?
I don't know. That don't look no.
Okay. All right. We'll give it a look see to see what we think, because I'm not sure if it's like is it like one lady a week, or is it all 5 at the same time? Because I can't keep up. We already have Married at First Sight. I can't keep up with it.
Right.
I think it's separate women in their host. They have 5 men a week. It's not like changing the women out. It's like several women, like maybe like 3 or 4.
That, but I mean all in the same show.
You thought it was gonna be one woman a week?
Oh, I see what she's saying. Yeah, I thought
it was gonna be one woman move in with 5 guys.
No, they go to their house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. Yeah. I will watch it casually.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But again, thank you all so much. Hopefully we'll see you back next week.
Yes.
Hopefully so
I'm trying to be on time. I'm gonna try to be on time.
Please do.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much. Yes.